Madame Vera sighed with relief. She walked around the empty apartment, collecting trash in a bag, and thought that she had done the right thing. But what had she done? She asked her daughter's family to leave. In simpler terms, she kicked them out. She understood that her relatives would judge her. Her brother had already called, apparently her niece had complained to him, and he reproached her, questioning what kind of mother she was. Dara had been married twice, divorced twice, and was left with 2 daughters, Natalia and Elena. She worked any job she could find, raising her daughters almost without the father's help. Their apartment was a 2-room flat, with separate rooms. The girls lived in one, and Vera in the other. They lived poorly, but they seemed to have enough. After finishing school, Natalia went straight to work and soon brought home a young man. He was shy, remained silent, and Natalia did the talking. "This is Yevgeny, and we decided to get married." Yevgeny was from out of town, lived in a dormitory, and was very shy, often dropping forks on the floor. There was nothing to be done. Natalia was pregnant, so they got married and moved into the small room. Elena moved into her mother's room. A child was born, and the apartment turned into a dormitory. Everyone kept reproaching each other, "You don't do anything, it's your turn to clean, and your husband only eats, lies around, and watches TV." The family's financial situation worsened. Yevgeny earned little and also helped his own mother. He had become comfortable in the apartment and was no longer shy. He made noise and various sounds. Elena would huff. She had grown up, finished school, and entered university. Dmitri, Natalia and Yevgeny's son, was a noisy and capricious boy. Vera slept poorly at night. Her heart was troubling her, but she comforted herself, thinking she just had to endure a bit longer. Once Elena finished university and started working, maybe Natalia and Yevgeny would move out, and then she could finally live in peace. But then Elena met a young man and brought him to their apartment. "This is Sergey, and we will live here." "Where here?" Natalia immediately jumped out of her room. "There's no more space here." Sergey smiled broadly, and for a moment Vera thought Elena had done this on purpose to annoy her sister and that Sergey was not a real suitor. Elena started seriously discussing where everyone would live. "We need a separate room, we're young, we can't live in the bathroom." "Then who will live in the bathroom?" "Me," exclaimed Madame Vera. "Well, there's still the kitchen," Sergey added his 2 cents. "Who are you to give orders here?" Natalia snapped at him. "Why are you in charge?" "Yevgeny, why are you silent?" "We're being pushed out here." "Move to the kitchen," Sergey happily suggested. Vera realized that Elena decided to claim rights to the apartment by any means necessary. "The apartment is equally ours with my sister," Elena said reasonably, "so everything here is split in half." "Half and half, is it?" Madame Vera's eyes sparkled. "And where do I fit into this?" "Daughters, you have men, so let them take care of you now. Find yourselves rental apartments and live with your families there. You can visit me with the children." She looked at Elena. "Are you getting married so quickly too? Are you expecting a child?" Elena and Sergey did not get married, but the guy kept coming over and kept talking about how the apartment belonged to Natalia and Elena. Natalia occupied an entire room, and Elena needed to start her own family too. Elena also convinced her mother that Natalia and Yevgeny should move out to a rental apartment. They have their own family, so they should live separately. Madame Vera sometimes thought the same. Natalia's family irritated her, and her grandson Dmitri was messy, leaving Vera to clean up after him. Finally, she told Natalia, "Find an apartment and move out." So, Natalia, Yevgeny, and their son had to move out to a rental apartment. Elena never married. As soon as the apartment was vacated, Sergey disappeared. It seemed that was his plan all along. At first, Madame Vera felt guilty about what she had done. But then she decided she had done the right thing. She started sleeping peacefully, her appetite returned, and the apartment was clean. Elena no longer irritated her and helped around the house. In the evenings, they would chat over a cup of coffee. Sometimes Vera thought, if I had only one daughter, my life would probably have been simpler.